So let's review the knack and what we are using it for. So the knack is a term that we use in pelvic health. It's a practice of contracting the pelvic floor before we cough or sneeze. This is the response that should be happening within the pelvic floor when we cough or sneeze. And when it's not, that's when we start to experience the symptoms. The common mistakes that I often find people do is that they overactivate their core or their butts in order thinking that they're activating their pelvic floor when they're actually not, and you're actually just putting more pressure down on your pelvic floor when you're coughing and sneezing, which is oftentimes why we're not catching the leaks or that pressure down. So we're going to practice the correct way. We use our breath as resistance. So we start with the lowest level being a sh sound, and we move that up to higher levels. So that could be a k sound or an actual cough. So I'll demonstrate the lowest resistance, and then we practice whatever we've talked about in our session. So you could be sitting in a chair or on a ball. You can take a towel roll or a pillowcase, roll it up and place it between your sit bones for some extra feedback. What I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna inhale, you're gonna contract the pelvic floor. So we're thinking about picking up a blueberry. You shouldn't feel any extra activation in the core, but it should just be the pelvic floor. And then you make that resistance sound. So you're gonna do contract pelvic floor and then shh. And then we just kind of let go of everything and we practice again. So we inhale, exhale, we contract pelvic floor and shh. And then if your pelvic floor is able to maintain that contraction and you feel steady with that, then we move up to the next level, which is a k sound. And so we practice this as an exercise, but then we also use this in our day-to-day life. So if you feel a cough or sneeze coming on, you stop, you think about contracting the pelvic floor through that cough or sneeze, right? So try not to be moving around and contracting your pelvic floor. Stop what you're doing, plant your feet, and contract your pelvic floor like you're picking up a blueberry.